Welcome back to Godherja. I'm Witchbreaker, and we're looking at another CK3 Godherja start. Here's one of my favorite clansmen, Magnus of Boromea, the Cannibal Viking, and I think he deserves an intro, so I'm gonna roll it, and then I'll explain more. Okay, I hope you guys like that. But getting into the game, you could see Magnus is not an Avacerian. He is a part of the Shivalki migration coming out from the north here. And he has ended up on the peninsula Casamine, next to the Mad Kingdom and the last remnant of the Axothian legions. He is ready to make a name for himself, even though he is a lunatic cannibal, which is heretical even for his barbarian religion. He is also a sadistic, ambitious, and wrathful man. But his start is one of the most interesting because he can go two ways. He can go the Cannibal Viking route, which I think most of you will play it as, or you can go Axotheist Restoration, because you can actually convert to Axotheism here. But I'm going to show you guys how to play the Viking Cannibal route. And so, first things first is we're going to raise our guys as raiders, and I'll show you guys the best targets. You're going to want to target these little duchies and counties over here, which have huge amounts of gold and not that much soldiers. You can see this is going to be our first target, the Barony of Olcus, or actually Count of Hyrcanaeus, because his lands are the most valuable. Alongside that, we're at first actually going to raid this little peninsula of Crathonsis from this Avacerian Republic here, but let's get into it. But we're just building up before we target the King of Casamine, Megistos, the most fair and beautiful ruler. We're going to dethrone him. And we rolled pretty badly. He starts really strong, but we can artificially fix that by just getting levies and men-at-arms from raiding. And Magnus is very special because he's a reaver, and that gives him speed. In fact, I think we should put, instead of this guy, we should put Magnus himself so he gets some prestige. We have 20 personal combat and commander advantage, and we're here to raid and reave. And so I'll see you guys once I'm done, and once I properly reaved enough. We're actually going to fight a battle here, so let's watch it. Fire and blood. We're going to capture them and bring more stuff to our capital. We're going to defeat this little army here, which actually is going to hinder us a little bit. But then we set sail. You can see we have 23 bits of gold, and we're going to be raiding here. And I actually don't think I need a pause, because if I actually did lose, that would be embarrassing. This is my second try because the first time Magnus got leprosy. But we're just going to be raiding up and down this peninsula, raiding each little county. The reason I'm on 4-speed is just so we can breeze through this. And I'll show you guys what we're going to get for our infantry men-at-arms. We're going to take this and then return home with nearly a full sack of loot. We're then going to go reaving up this coast. You can see county after county, more loot. We're going to return home with about 81 gold. We're going to get heavy infantry. Another great one is actually bowmen. So we'll get armored footmen, and next we're going to get bowmen. We're going to try to fill out all 4 of these categories with armored footmen, bowmen, then light horsemen, then more bowmen. Okay, raising the sail once more. We're ready to get raiding. You can see we have nearly 1,500 men. And this time we're going to raid Casamine. The game does want you to cross this little land border right here and or go around these set of mountains. The best thing I found to do is just sail there. It's not worth it, because it's too convoluted and you'll lose a couple hundred men to attrition. But we're going to be raiding at nearly here, all of this parts here, because right now Casamine cannot stop us. So that's an open green light to raid and reeve Laron. You can see we lost about 100 men to attrition. But we're going to get a bunch of loot from this, and then they'll allow us to get our final support company. I've been playing too much TNO, men-at-arms. We captured a count, which we're going to ransom. Or we could torture him. Wouldn't make a difference to us. In fact, we'd like it. But we're raiding and reaving along this coast. Let's go here. We're going to lose another 100 men due to attrition. Let's try to take their capital here, the barony of Aragon. Yeah, that's the word. We're going to lose another 100 men to this tick. You can see these lands in the east over here have been raided and reaved. Basically, Castamine is getting spit roasted. But with that, we're going to return home. We even captured her daughter. We're going to make her our concubine. If you're offended by that, please, I'm sorry. That we're taking an 11-year-old as a concubine. Well, we'll let her sit there for a while. Question of loyalty. We're just gonna trust it. She's probably a concubine anyway. Actually, no, that's our wife. But we're gonna return home, get our final men-at-arms regiment, then see what we can do against Castamine. Ransom. That's tempting. We can't even have her as a concubine yet. But let's return home with this raiding loot. And with the last men-at-arms, we're going to get another armored footman. Even though, actually, I'm going to get Magi. War declared. These guys are trying to attack us. Let's disband all and let our men tick up. This might not be taking down the Kingdom of Castamine. This just might be just a showcase. I don't know. We're going to get one more tick, raise armies, and travel to meet him here. But after this, I think I'll just end it, because I also, while I was paused, I realized I don't have any, casus belli against them. And that's them destroyed. So we're just going to white piece out of this. So be it, more prestige. If I was to really continue this, I would grind until I'm exalted among men, so I can get the Kingdom of Casus Belli, Made Kingdom. You can see that we take it all. But I really need to grind for that. So I'm Witchbreaker. This is just a little showcase of one of my favorite duchies. If you do want me to continue this as a series, because I definitely can, let me know in the comments. But I'm Witchbreaker. I'll see you guys next time.